Funny dude, but obviously very naturally gifted. Even though he was joking around, things just came very easy to him. As you can tell, like the high jump, for instance, with ease, the dude would just fly over that.
John was a great person to be around. He had a fun-loving attitude. He was always someone that brought smiles to other people's faces. You might call him quirky or different, but I just saw him as someone that was great to be around and have a good time with.
He took it very serious. So, spent, I would say, more than the average person on the team would spend time on the track and over the high jump pit and around that area. He would constantly be practicing. In the midst of doing multiple sports, where most people are getting ready to start transitioning to football, he's still putting in tons of hours into track specifically.
I think that if you look particularly at his hurdle times, and each year they got lower and lower and lower. He worked really hard at what he was doing, and obviously that showed with his accomplishments, holding the record at 15 flat in the hurdles.
One thing to say, like, someone's like a national born athlete. There's people that put in the time and they're national born athletes, and there's like a few people that cross the line and like are actually successful. And like he's a great example of it. Regardless of the sport he played.
John was one of the best athletes, top athletes that I saw at Nelsonville-York. He could jump, he could run. He was the best track athlete that I'd seen in my time at Nelsonville-York. John was a great teammate because he kept everybody loose, and he just made everyone feel comfortable being around him. And sometimes, particularly in track, being an individual sport, people get very nervous because they know that they're going to be judged by their performances. But John always made everyone feel really at ease. He could do any event. I mean, he could do field events and long jump and high jump. He could run any event, and he would have been good at it, including sprints, which shows in his hurdle record. But he also was a decent mid-range, and I'm sure he could go out and just run for days at long distance. He was the best track athlete that I ever saw at Nelsonville-York. I enjoyed being around him so much because he was so pleasant. He just had so much fun with what he was doing. He'd tell him, like, you better watch this because something big's going to happen, and things like that. And it wasn't in a bad way. It was in an entertaining way. He was the most entertaining athlete I'd ever been around.
To me, just wildly impressive. So just naturally athletic and just a character. And then just to be a great dude to be around that was charismatic and, a magnet to other people, and made it enjoyable to be there, to enjoy the sport.